What is up, everyone? Dylan here with Mairead. Today we're going to talk about what are you going to do, or like how do you prepare for a nutrition consult? Because that's what you do at the gym. You run the nutrition side of things. So how would I get ready for one of these?
Yeah, so the first thing you would do obviously would be to book it. So we do offer those bite-sized nutrition chats, so maybe we've already had one of those and we've decided that a nutrition consult is a good idea. That bite-sized nutrition chat would just be, you and I would sit down for 15 minutes or so, we'd talk about your goals, we talk about what the nutrition consultation would look like, and we decide, like, is this a good fit, and is this going to work? Okay. And then from there, we book that nutrition consultation. Yeah. Usually there's not a whole lot you need to do to come into that. A couple things that we do keep in mind: if your diet varies widely day to day, like how you're eating, the time you're eating, if you have weird shifts or anything like that, do a bit of a food log, because otherwise I'm going to be asking you, like, what do you eat in a normal day? And if there's no normal day, I don't know what we're looking at. Yeah. So I do sometimes have people do a bit of a food log, and that only works if you don't change how you're eating to do the food log. If you're already trying to...
I feel like you're saying that towards me.
I'm not saying it towards you. Did you do this? Have you done this?
No, I haven't changed my food in 5 years.
Oh, that's fine. But, well, it's a separate issue. But if you
But yeah, so if you do have a crazy routine, you want us to kind of log.
A food log can be useful as long as it's showing like what you're currently eating, not like eating in a perfect world to show me, like, that doesn't help either.
Yes.
That's kind of what I mean. So people do often do a food log, and that's when it can be useful. But if you don't do it, you don't have time, you forget, it's not the end of the world. Then we just look at, okay, what did you have to eat yesterday? Or maybe we're meeting in the evening. What have you already had today? And like, what is supper usually? We can kind of piece together a normal day from there. Yep. The other thing to keep in mind, I get a lot of emails from people, not a lot, but regularly enough, saying like, hey, I'm coming in to talk to you. Can I bring my partner, spouse, parent, whoever else is in the house? And usually, like, if that person is the main cook, that's a really good person to bring, because right, if you're not the person doing the cooking for yourself, we need to get that other person looped in one way or another. It may as well be there right from the start if we can make it work.
Because, knowing from my experience, if you tell me something and I try to translate to that to someone else, there's going to be words missing, and it's just not going to get to that other person.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Like, there may be some pieces missing. Whereas if everybody's there hearing the same thing, everybody's on the same page, it also means for you as the client, you have another set of ears there to kind of say like, oh yeah, she said this, right? And that may have kind of gotten lost in the shuffle. So I think that's a really good thing. And like, don't bring your whole family, but like if you have somebody else you can bring with you that you're comfortable with, then I'm always fine with that. I always think that's a good option. Yeah. I mean, I've also had family members say like, hey, my partner's been diagnosed with, high cholesterol, diabetes, whatever it is. Like, what should I do for them? And then it's the person cooking almost bringing the person who they're cooking for in, and we're kind of problem solving that way, which is also fine.
Because, if you have that issue as someone that's like, you don't cook, you might forget about that to mention that to you. So having that other person will reinitiate that, remind you of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are usually the things that we need to keep in mind. So doing a bit of a food log if you need to, and then bringing somebody else if it's relevant.
If they are the primary cook.
The primary cook, from there, usually I send reminder emails a day or two before. So there's lots of chance, like, if you have other questions about, like, hey, can we make sure we talk about this? Like, if something comes to mind before the appointment, just shoot me an email back and say, like, hey, I have these specific questions that I want to make sure we answer. Yeah. And I'll say, okay, great. And I will make sure that I keep those front of mind going through our appointment. And, if it's going to help you to send that ahead of time rather than trying to remember in that moment, that's fine. I also, clients who come in with, like, a list of, like, things to ask me about. And we'll be like, okay, we'll do our assessment, we'll set some goals, and then we'll go, like, rapid fire through, like, what do you think about flaxseed? What do you think about kombucha? Should I do this? How much caffeine should I have? Like, we'll go, like, bam, bam, bam through a handful of questions. And if that helps answer your questions best, then, like, that's great. Do that. Always, awesome. You can bring a list of questions.
That's awesome that people are, like, they come in with that to you already.
Yeah, I mean, it's your time, right? Like, you're paying for dietitian time. Let's make the best possible use of all of it, right? Like, let's make sure that you're getting the most thorough appointment you can. Yeah.
Sweet. So that is kind of talking about what goes on in the, oh my goodness, I forget the word of it, the constellation, the Nutrition Consultation. And again, Mairead is a registered dietitian, so check your benefits. There could be a little bit of savings with that, just because she is a registered dietitian.
Yeah, I guess that's the other thing to do before before consultation would be like, go, if you have any extended benefits, if you're covered by your own or like a family member's, go check, see if they cover dietitian services and see how much you're covered for.
Yeah.
Because we can also, like, if you want ongoing like follow up throughout the year, we can look at, okay, how much have we got to work with, and like how can we plan this out. We've definitely done that for clients before. We don't do the direct billing, but I will always give you like an invoice that has my registration number, the business information, whatever, so that you can go submit that to your benefits. And most people who have benefits have been able to get it covered, so that's been really good.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, thank you, Mairead.
Thanks.
This is talking about the Nutrition Consult. Thanks, everyone.